Hi, my name's Sabrina. Welcome back to the channel. I'm sure you read the title. I've tried to film this video so many times before, and I don't know why it's so difficult, but I'm gonna just start it. I wrote out a script, so that was easier for me to get through this. But I'm sorry I look like this, and I'm in my Hello Kitty t-shirt pajamas. But I had a long day at school, and I've had a really busy schedule lately, so that's why I haven't been posting any videos. And I just haven't had time to record, and I don't like going to school with makeup a lot of the time, so this is why I look like this. Before commenting on this video and telling people everything about it, especially if you're one of my family members, please watch the entire video before going off and telling everyone about what you've learned, because I want you to leave knowing everything exactly that I'm going to tell you. Surprise! I'm bisexual. Even saying that alone in my room out loud is just so weird, because I always joke around with people I know and my boyfriend I'm gay, but it's still foreign to me to say it out loud, especially in such close proximity to my parents who are through my door, you know? And also, this video is not an attack on people who do want to formally come out. I applaud you. That is such an act of courage that I wish I could do, but it's not in my personality to be so outward. I've always been sort of passive and just whatever about everything, and that's how I kind of want to go into this, because I've never imagined a scenario where I come out to my parents, and it's such a brave act to affirm your identity like that, and I can't imagine myself doing it, and that's really sad, but I'm about to tell you why. And yeah, if you follow me on Twitter, wow, it's so surprising that I'm gay, right? And I will fight for love if you won't meet me halfway. And I say that I'm through, but this song's still for you. All I want is love that lasts, is all I want, too much to ask. So anyway, if you're one of my family members, surprise, you found my YouTube channel and you're discovering that I'm gay. You have another gay niece or granddaughter. Ooh. Although I'm 80% sure my mom already knew that I was some sort of gay, because she's been giving hints that it's okay for me to come out, but I don't want to. If you're one of my family members, don't be offended that I haven't come out to you. I don't know, just in case people are offended that I haven't come out. I'm here to tell you why I never wanted to formally come out. Anyways, I'll get into the basic stuff and tell you why I'm scared of the concept of coming out. My very Filipino and very Catholic family is very religious, also homophobic and transphobic. Every time one of my other cousins or a close family friend comes out as gay, I'm old enough now to hear all the comments they say about them, about oh, he's gay, did you hear, bakla, that's gay in Tagalog, and just hearing that word is it has a connotation behind it, bakla, that's bad, you're not supposed to be that, but that's what I have at least been taught since a young age. And I'm so sorry to any of my cousins who are gay or trans and they're too scared to come out because of our family. I'm so sorry, and I'm here for you. Text me even if we've barely texted before. I'm here for you. Can you see my eyes getting red? This is so annoying. Oh my god. My cat is screaming. Meow. Meow. Oh my goodness, Chicky boy. Every time someone in my family comes out, it's always oh my god, did you hear they're gay? I fucking knew it. I fucking knew they were bakla. And I just don't want that sort of attention or gossip to hover around me. I've always had an attraction towards boys and girls. And the thing is, my parents have always told me, it's bad to be gay, but I thought being gay was just two boys kissing. they didn't say nothing about two girls kissing, so I didn't think it was necessarily a bad thing. So of course my 8-year-old dumbass, like, who didn't know any better, was like, yeah, being gay's bad. So, because, you know, you listen to your parents, they're your role models, and you trust them to tell you what is right and what's wrong in the world. But, you know, as you grow older, you realize that's not true at all. I didn't even think it was a possibility for girls to be in love with each other. I just knew, like, I saw a girl who was, like, really pretty and really nice and amazing. I was like, oh, I just really, really, really want to be her friend. Like, I want to be her best friend in the whole wide world. And I would follow her everywhere I went. But I didn't know that was actually just me having a crush. So my point is, if I knew I've always been a little bit queer, and that's always been a part of my identity, even though that may not be something that you know, then why is it now my responsibility to formally come out to you? I've always been this way. I'm still me. I'm the me you've always known. So why is it now that I've had this realization that I'm queer, that I have to come out to you? You know, like, straight people don't have to come out to you. We live in a heteronormative society, and being straight is the default. I think it's unfair to place the traumatic responsibility of having to come out a responsibility for only queer people. Like, it's sad. And, like, coming out is traumatic for a lot of people. A lot of people grow up in really conservative and religious families, and coming out puts them in danger. They're in danger of getting kicked out of their homes. They're in danger of getting disowned. There have been so many, like, children that have been murdered by their own parents just for being gay, or, like, appearing gay, whatever that means to those parents. Everyone is who they are from the moment they're born, and that's okay. Like, if love was a choice, as a kid, I would have chosen to only like boys, like, because that was the only thing I knew of. I didn't have any representation for, like, girl-on-girl relationships, you know? I only saw boys and girls, and I only knew from my parents that two boys kissing each other is bad. So if love was a choice, I would have only chosen to like boys from the moment I was born. But I had an attraction to girls for some reason. It just happened that way. I also didn't want to have a formal coming out because I would have to deal with biphobia from people within and out of the LGBT community. It's sad to say, like, the LGBT community, sometimes there are just some really bad people. There's biphobic people, there's transphobic people. There's always bad apples in a group, and I just didn't want to deal with it. I know that me being bisexual while also having a boyfriend and therefore being in a straight relationship is going to give me some biphobic attraction. I don't want to hear, you're not really bisexual because you're in a relationship with a man, or you're just a liberal who wants to have identities and be special, or whatever the hell boomers are saying nowadays. Like, I promise you, I have tried not to be bisexual. I grew up Catholic, and I still want to believe in Catholicism. At my ripe age of 19 years old, I believed before, like a few years ago, I believed time and time again that no matter what I do, my attraction to both boys and girls was going to give me a one-way ticket to hell. And that no matter how much I prayed or repented, why am I crying? I hate this. Like, I really believe that no matter how much I prayed or repented, that I would go to hell and I wouldn't see my deceased relatives anymore, who were probably in heaven because they were great people. And it's a fucking terrible mindset to be in. You live every day just thinking no matter what you do, you're just going to end up, you're just doomed forever. Like, you can't change your outcome, and it's so sad. And for a while, I did try to make myself only like boys, and every time I would see a girl and I was like, oh my god, I think she's super cute, I would feel so shitty about myself. And it just really manifested into a hatred for myself. I was really depressed for a while. This was also during my angsty teen phase too, because this was around the time that my parents forced me to move out here to Nevada in 8th grade. and I didn't have any friends. So it also manifested into a hatred for my parents, because it felt like I didn't feel accepted by my parents. I just knew that they wouldn't accept me. I felt like everything was my fault and I couldn't do anything about it. So I don't know where I was going with this, but I promise you that I'm bisexual. Like, if love was a choice and not simply an identity that God gave me, that I was made with, then during that time where I was in a really bad spot, I would have wholeheartedly decided and affirmed that I was not queer. So, okay. So now, just in general, why I don't want to formally come out. Now that I'm older, I'm a lot better. I've accepted both my religion and my sexuality. The God I believe in, I'm sorry if you're not religious, but I just want to explain to, like, my family, if they ever find this, that the God that I believe in loves everyone and everyone who is born, and he has a plan for everyone, and you know, like, I still believe in him, even though there are some really hateful religious people out there that are really homophobic. I still want to believe in a God that makes me live my life better and it makes me kinder to other people. So yeah, my relationship with my religion and my sexuality is a lot better now. Why am I Originally, I was planning on never coming out to my family unless I ended up marrying a girl, and I feel like I'm privileged in that way. It's not a necessity for me to come out because I don't know if I'm going to end up marrying a girl. I don't know who's going to be out there and who I'm going to fall in love with. And maybe some people will say that it's bad for me to keep secrets from my family, but if keeping the secret from my family keeps me out of harm's way and lets them die peacefully, still believing in their religion and loving all of their grandchildren or their nieces and nephews, that's fine with me. I know they're very, very religious. I don't want them, like, to go to church and, like, pray to God that I'm not gay anymore, that I pray the gay away, you know? I don't want them to do that to themselves. I'm just afraid of ruining my relationships with people. Like, for some reason, like, when I suddenly come out and they suddenly know that I'm queer, before they looked at me as, oh, that's my beautiful granddaughter, that's my beautiful niece, I love her so much, that's my beautiful daughter. But then when I tell them, they're gonna see me and they're gonna be like, that's my granddaughter, that's my daughter, that's my niece who is gay. And I'm gonna suddenly have that label on me, and I don't want that. I'm still me. I don't want to be solely identified just by my sexuality. Like, I'm so much more than that. All of my fears just kind of led me to this idea of, hey, me being bisexual really isn't a big deal, and if people find out, then oh well, but if they don't know, then whatever. At this point in my life, I've grown complacent to where I'm at. I'm sort of in an equilibrium where it's like, I don't want people to find out, but if they do, if they see my social media, then whatever, what's done is done, and they know, you know? It's like, whatever. It's like the same thing that happened with my septum piercing. Like, I accidentally forgot to put it down one day when my dad came to pick me up, and he was like, what did you do to your face? And I was like, oh, well, I'll just flip it back up. It's fine, it's gone, see? Problem solved. But, you know, he knows now. It's like, whatever. Like, they sort of despise me for getting face jewelry, but that's alright. I also just think it's pretty inevitable for my family to find out about my sexuality anyway, because my YouTube channel is growing. I do have a presence on Twitter where I'm open about my sexuality, and I love speaking up for LGBT issues, and I've scrapped so many videos about LGBT issues because I don't want people to find out about my sexuality, and that's so dumb. I'm hiding a part of myself that I'm so passionate about because I'm afraid of people finding out that I'm bisexual, and that's dumb. You know, that's dumb. Like, why should I be afraid of who I am? Like, at most, I'm gonna live until I'm 100, and it's gonna be so sucky if that entire time I have to hide who I am. I don't want to live my life closing off a part of myself that is such a big part of my beliefs. That isn't me. I outspoken, and I will speak for what's right, and I will speak up and give voices to marginalized voices who are not often heard. If I have a platform and I acquire a bigger one in the future, I want to use it for good. I want to do something good with that platform. And I feel like I do have more privileges than most people do, and I want to be an advocate for people who can't speak up for themselves. And I can't do that if I close myself off and remain in fear of my family finding out that I'm queer. I feel like this video is pretty hypocritical and contradicting, since this is sort of a formal coming out on my YouTube channel. I just wanted to explain why I don't feel the need to sit down with my family and tell everyone that I'm gay. So I hope this made sense. If you're one of my family members or you're one of my friends, please don't talk to me about this video, in person at least, because I will start crying in front of you, because I still have identity issues. It's still kind of hard for me to accept who I am, especially if I have to confront it with people who I've seen with my own two eyes being so hateful and homophobic and transphobic. Like, I will just start crying, like, please don't talk to me about this. Internal homophobia is a hell of a drug, and that's what I had, and I still struggle with it. Sometimes every day I wake up and I'm like, am I sure I'm bisexual, or am I doing this for attention? And it's just one of those things where you question yourself because you don't really believe it. But yeah, I still struggle with it. So don't talk to me about it. To close this video, I think I'm going to do the gayest thing possible and quote Lady Gaga. The thing that encouraged me to make this video was listening to Born This Way by Lady Gaga over and over again. I was studying for my organic chemistry test, and every time she told me I was born to be brave, bitch, I felt that, and she helped me study. I'm beautiful in my way, because God makes no mistakes. I'm on the right track, baby. I was born this way, bitch. So if you made it this far, thank you for watching. You are on the right track. You were born this way. You were born to be brave, and you were born to survive. You can do this, and I believe in you. If you want to DM me and talk about anything you're struggling with, I will absolutely DM you back. I'm usually fast at replying unless I'm really busy with schoolwork. But I'm about to cry again, so I need to end this video. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at sab.grey and Twitter at sabgdrey. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. I promise I will not cry in the next one. Bye.